Greetings, team. Welcome to another episode of Badass Unscripted, which I think I should rename to Badass Ramblings, Musings of a Lunatic Madman. I don't know. I've seen a quote a couple of times recently, and I don't know. I'd have to Google it to figure out who came up with it first, but the essence of it is, if it doesn't challenge you, it will never change you. I mean, these are the kinds of things that make me drool, because whoever wrote this just gets it. As a society, we're so bent on avoiding challenge. In fact, challenge has become a bad word, hasn't it? It's a word we use to refer to people who can't, who have some kind of limitation, which is ridiculous. Listen, the people that I know with the greatest degree of challenge in their lives, either physical, even genetic, mental, emotional, situational, end up being the people who achieve the most. These are the true heroes. And this is what a huge percentage of the population simply fails to get, that it is challenge and adversity that makes you who you are, that creates the real outcomes. The things that are worth having in life are things that by nature should be difficult to get. So when you hear people complaining that all of the goodies go to 2% of the population, there's a reason for that. I always say that those 2% are willing to do what the other 98% simply are not. They're willing to shoulder the challenges, to bear the burdens, the sacrifice, the risk, all the things that we in the collective don't want to face, don't want to handle, don't want to deal with. This is what makes heroes. Overcoming. So when things are challenging for you, good. Let them be challenging. See everything that is painful, difficult, every single setback, especially things that we classically look at and go, this is unfair. The world hates me. I'm so unlucky. When those things happen, realize that it is fair. It's more than fair. In fact, it's lucky. It's fortunate. You have been given a challenge, and you have to look at that challenge as something that you've been gifted, because that gift, that challenge, is going to allow you to close the gap in an area of your life where you're struggling. Something is keeping you from excelling, from exceeding, from realizing and living a life that you previously thought was impossible, that was reserved for somebody else. Every time you look at somebody else and they have something that you wish you had, realize they're just like you. The only difference is they stopped wishing they were special, and they went out and started facing their challenges so they could learn from them, grow from them, close those gaps, and win. Listen, in an Agile team room, blocker's my favorite word. You know why? Because if you can overcome the blocker, if you can find a way to take that week-long delay and shave it down to 3 hours, you've just achieved something. You've broken new ground. You've made a new contract or agreement with a partner, a vendor, a colleague, a counterpart that didn't exist before. Everyone looked at it and said, a week? That's the best we can do. There's no way to make that shorter. If you find a way to play around it, to break tradition, well, you've just innovated. You've just done something that was never done before. You see, when people want Agile to make them better, faster, cheaper, this is the right way to get better, faster, cheaper, by not only reducing waste, but by breaking through the traditional ways of thinking and doing that slow us down and cost us money and time unnecessarily. So when I see the word blocker, I'm thrilled. When I see that red sticky, I'm excited, because it means I have an opportunity to go and find something that's not working, to break it and remake it so that it works better, faster, and cheaper, to find a way or make a way. So guys, learn to love your challenges, because if it doesn't challenge you, it will never change you. And the side benefit of Agile that nobody really talks about. Everyone talks about better, faster, cheaper, more efficient, even talk about happier teams, but nobody talks about how this makes us better people. People who have mastered the art of receiving challenges as a gift, turning them into opportunities, and in the process, making better product, happier customers, and in the end, if it turns out being faster, cheaper, all the better. So guys, live this today. Write it down on a sticky note, and staple it to the lid of your laptop so it follows you around until the glue wears off. If it doesn't challenge you, it will never change you. Thanks for being true believers. You can check me out at badassagile.com, on Twitter at badass_agile, or on Instagram at badassagile. Don't forget to sign up for my weekly newsletter, and you can also go to the website and post your questions for me to answer on a future episode. I love you all. I'll see you soon. Stay badass.